Anyway, welcome back, everybody. So, we're not going to mention anything that happened in the previous stream because it'll be spoilers for those who haven't enjoyed it. I'm told that this is going to flash us back to the beginning of March's storyline, since we kind of just cut to Trailblazer for almost 2.5 hours after we last left them off. But as we learned previously, March's training to be a swordmaster was like several weeks. So that's a lot of stuff to handle. I think chronologically it takes place at like the same time as Finest Duel under Pristine Blue. And we can also do Swords to Plowshares. It's available, which we'll probably do that in the next stream, maybe, depending on how long this takes. Although this is going to have the most stuff. I'm building March right now, so I should probably do this, because I'm told this is how we're going to get her Eidolons. And I really want to get her to E2. Alright. Go back to the training grounds. Alright. Oh, the companion mission is there, too. Go to the Palace Dasher's backyard and check out March 7th swordplay training. Turning back the clock to when March 7th had just begun studying swordplay.
Alright. Now that you're in position, Miss March, let's get this lesson started.
I'm not good at acting all master-like. Since Grandpa asked me to teach you swordplay, I won't hold back any secrets.
Oh, thank you so much, Masters! Oh, wait. Does this mean our training is only officially starting right now?
What was everything before this?
After all, we need to watch you practice for a few days before we can figure out how talented you are, right?
So, how'd I do, Master?
You're definitely talented, Miss March.
Hey, here you are. Did you hear that? These two masters just called me a swordplay genius.
Indeed, that's our March. Watch out for the overly generous and show social niceties, March.
Oh, you're right. I almost got all excited for nothing.
I'm just speaking my mind. Trust me, you're really talented.
Did you hear that? I'm truly a genius.
It kind of feels weird that she's the tallest one here, knowing how tall Stell is.
Swordplay requires rigorous training. Before we start, Miss March, you need to find a clear reason to keep you motivated while you train.
That is a good
It
thing.
doesn't have to be something huge, but it needs to be clear.
Okay.
In other words, even though you didn't exactly choose to be our apprentice, you still need to take the initiative during this learning process.
I once had the honor of learning swordplay from a master. She asked me why I started training at such a young age.
Oh, you're talking about
Why
your story
I
quest with
wielded
Jing
a sword.
Liu.
So, for our first lesson, I'd like to ask you the same question. Miss March, why do you wield your sword?
This might be a bit early in the training for that, to be honest.
Why do I wield my sword? I wield my sword to take down my enemies. I mean, what other reason is there?
I would have said to not die. That's my reason for wielding the sword.
I also questioned that sword master about why she uses her sword, and she said, to vanquish my enemies, nothing more. Miss March, you gave a similar response, which shows you've got potential.
I disagree with this. There are countless ways to take down enemies, though. If you just want to defeat your enemies, you can stick to your bow.
The best way to take down your enemy is with a blaster gun. I heard a hero say something like that in an immersia. He also mentioned that sword training can push a person's physical abilities to their ultimate limit.
Seems like you've seen your fair share of immersion, Miss March. But if you want my opinion, if your goal is self-improvement, you'll feel just as accomplished even if you put down the sword and go back to your bow.
Oh, come on. Don't listen to his empty talk.
That's not empty talk.
Oh, now I'm curious to hear what Master Yun Li has to say.
Let me ask you something, March. Do you have any specific goals for learning swordplay? Like achieving a certain ranking in the war dance, or maybe you want to defeat someone, like Yan Qing, or me.
I don't set my aspirations that high. I want to beat the Trailblazer that uses the bat. I'm going to lose to the one with the lance. Maybe I could beat the one with the hat. Set realistic goals.
Who do I want to defeat? Her? Dan Heng? Himeko? Or Mr. Yang?
You heard it here first. March aspires to defeat Mr. Yang.
If you can't think of anyone specific, why not set a simpler goal? Like, how many opponents do you want to defeat at once with a sword?
Like 2? Tops?
I'll fight 10!
I said realistic goals, March.
10?
Oops, that just slipped out. It's actually another line from an immersia.
Or, hear me out. What if she's foreshadowing that there'll eventually be 10 enemies on screen instead of the 5 or 6 that we have now? Food for thought. You're really into Immersia, huh? Having 5 enemies on the other side of the battlefield is the limit.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You say that, but the Trailblazer, Harmony Trailblazer has an ability that acknowledges more than 5.
I think I figured out what's motivated March to learn swordplay.
Care to share with the rest of the class?
Could it possibly be immersia about swordmasters?
Hey, now that you mention it, that actually makes sense. I'm super interested in Xianzhou immersia and novels. Even though I use a bow, almost all the great heroes in those immersia use swords. So I want to be a swordmaster too.
Apparently, in one of her character's story dialogues, it mentions that she's been secretly learning a greatsword technique.
See?
Sounds like you developed a stereotype about heroes.
It doesn't matter. Everyone has their own preferences.
Fair. Who am I to judge?
Becoming a swordmaster who fights for justice and battles evil? Well, that's definitely a good reason to keep you motivated in swordplay training.
Now that you've both given your approval, I have another small request. I want to perform a tea ceremony to honor you as my masters. Remember,
What?
You'll need to tap the table a few times with your fingers.
I don't know enough about tea ceremony.
Tea ceremony? Tap the table? Do we have to be so serious about accepting an apprentice for the first time?
Please? That's how those heroes in the immersia show their respect.
Let's play along with her tea ceremony thing. But in those immersive shows, they always kneel and bow, right?
That's even more unnecessary.
Let's just stop wasting time. Just treat us to some milk tea. And then we can start our real swordplay training.
Darn.
Okay?
We're like 9 minutes in. I expected to have more training at this point and less talk.
Yeah! Alright, let's go. To the Sleepless Earl.
We're not having the ceremony here? Man, yeah, I'm with Yanqing on this one. Way of the Primaveral Blade. Oh, wait. There he is! It's Scott! The boy!
Hey, this is not how it's supposed to be, right? The Xianzhou is known for its tea culture and hospitality, but you're not treating me like a guest at all. Seriously, am I not a guest?
Dear guest.
Stop! Don't call me a guest. You're not even treating me as one. I want my tea just right. Not too hot, not too cold, but the tea you served was either freezing or scalding. Is this how you treat your guest on the Xianzhou? How fantastic! Your tea tastes like slop, and you even have the nerve to charge me for it! Are you trying to scam honest folks?
Have you ever been honest, Scott?
And that name, the Sleepless Earl, it's so hard to remember.
No,
How
it
about
isn't.
we give you a new plaque that says, Xianzhou Slop? It suits this place better, don't you think?
Why is it that guy again?
Stop! You've gone too far.
Oh, who's that trying to be a hero?
It's me, March 7th. Cause more trouble and I'll show you who your mommy is.
They really made her record that line.
Lame. Hey, say something for me.
She's March 7th, your ancestor. March 7th, Sword Champion of the Astral Express. I'm really tempted to go with the dumb one. But how am I supposed to top? I'll show you who your mommy is. Oh my fucking god. Someone's gonna clip that out of context, I'm sure. Okay.
Oh, that's right! I'm the Sword Champion!
Of the Astral Express. Which means you are the best person who is a sword wielder on the Astral Express. Currently, not of all time. Did I cover all my bases there? Yeah, that sounds foolproof enough.
Never heard of you. Now scurry back to wherever you crawled out from.
Darn, should have said she was his ancestor.
Mr. Scott, I'm Yen Ching, a Cloud Knight lieutenant. We've met before, and I suggest you stop causing trouble.
Trouble? Ha! I'm just giving some feedback as a regular customer. The tea here is terrible, and now the Cloud Knights want to stop me from complaining about it? At this rate, who would want to ever come here for tea in the future?
Okay, I'll give Scott that.
A regular customer? You?
I don't need your input right now, Yun Li.
Yeah, what else would I be? The Xianzhou's prisoner?
I mean, should we discuss, like, the mech thingy?
Anyway, if you're trying to bully this young lady, you'd better watch out for the weapon in my hand.
I was about to say, is it really appropriate for March 7th to call Ming Ming a young lady? But at the same time, we don't know what March's canonical age is either. So I'll keep my mouth shut about that.
Huh? Oh, that really scares me. Come on. You're not seriously trying to take my life with that piece of scrap metal, are ya?
Can he even see her sword?
Scrap metal? This is my sword! I'm here to learn Xianzhou swordplay.
Swordplay? Oh, I get it now. It's just another kind of play, right?
Ooh, I love Scott
Explains
so
why
much.
You're dressed like you're in a show. You're not even from the Xianzhou, so why bother learning their swordplay? If you're feeling unsafe, I can sell you an IPC mech.
Ooh, March 7th mech pilot? Ooh, write that down, write that down.
As if anyone wants your junkyard scrap mechs.
Don't write that down, don't write that down.
Looks like you guys are totally clueless. Well, guess it's time to show these bumpkins something serious.
Okay. What are you going to show us? Okay. A few IPC mechs around.
Just a reminder, IPC members, street fighting on the Xianzhou Lafu is prohibited.
Make any funny moves, and I'll smash that scrap metal.
Yun Li, did you not hear what he just said?
Hey, relax. I know the rules. These are my subordinates. They got stuck here because of the transport ship incident, and they need to vent their frustration. In the end, it's all the Xianzhou's fault.
You could technically, this is the Borison's fault, or possibly the Intelligentsia Guild's fault, if they're the ones that caused the Borison to attack, but I doubt it.
Well, I could overlook the terrible tea, but now that you're questioning my security, I can't let it slide. After all, I have a courier business to run, and with so many clients watching, that just wouldn't look too good now, would it? Instead of wasting your life learning useless swordplay, why not invest in our civilian mechs? You'll have your master kneeling and begging for mercy in no time.
This is a civilian mech?
Stop! Don't you dare insult Xianzhou swordplay like that! If you have the guts, I'll show your mechs what I can do.
Huh? A fight, you say? Now that you've thrown down the gauntlet, March 7th, I feel I'm obliged to accept your challenge.
No, Scott. No, you're not.
Say whatever you want, but once you've seen what our mechs can do, you'll be practically begging us for them.
I might later. Let's make a bet. Oh no, we're making a bet with Scott again.
Oh, come on. How could I say no to a bet?
Do you remember what happened last time, Scott?
So, I can see you're no master yet, March, but I'll play fair. You go back and learn swordplay from your teachers here, and in 15 days, I'll come find you and challenge you with my mechs.
Only 15 days? All right. Fine.
So are we about to learn that the weeks of training she did was actually 2 days and some change?
And if you lose, you'll have to bark like a dog in public and shout, "Xianzhou swordplay is a total joke!" You'll stand at the entrance of our room alley and say it to everyone passing by.
Okay, and we're gonna make Scott do what? Bark like a dog again? Nah, we've done that before. Cat? Pig? What do rabbits say? I got nothing.
Oh, and if that's the case, just forget about your master and become my apprentice instead. I'll teach you how to pilot a mech.
Huohuo, add me into the next update with Scott. I will be his apprentice in mech piloting.
And if I win?
Yes, March.
I'll become your apprentice?
No, just call March 7th your mommy and we'll call it a day.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't like you.
Ooh, that hurts.
Okay, how about this? If I lose, I'll squeal like a pig in public and say, IPC mechs are a total joke. And I'll even print that on every mech on the transport ship. Deal?
That's a what? So he changed from barking into squealing. That's supposed to be a different story? I feel like this has happened before. Your bets always sound so childish.
Squealing isn't enough. You also need to apologize to the owner of the Sleepless Earl and take back what you said about Xianzhou swordplay.
Fine, I get it. But you've got to actually beat me with that little scrap of metal first. You all heard it, right? We'll meet again in 15 days.
I wonder how he's gonna play dirty this time. He's gonna try to sabotage the training throughout, I'm guessing. Talk to Meng Meng.
I'm still worried about the owner. Let's go check on her.
The Xianzhou and IPC signed a trade agreement, so those IPC people won't dare to cause any trouble. But, I mean, a bet like this is quite unexpected.
It's Scott. I kind of expected it.
The Xianzhou and...
What do you have to say?
Those IPC guys just want to pick on an easy target so they can promote their scrap metal. So typical.
I think you would make a great mech pilot. Anywho.
Are you okay?
Oh, yes. Thank you all for your timely help. The shop facing a bit of flack from visitors is a minor issue, but Miss March's decisions to challenge him is serious. I feel responsible as if the shop has inconvenienced you.
Don't worry. I can't stand by and watch someone be bullied. I have to stand up against injustice, no matter what.
Not only do you speak like a hero from an immersia, but you also have a kind heart. Your charisma has completely won me over, Miss March.
I still feel sorry about the last time we talked to you. It was about the Tingyun situation.
I'm not quite a hero. Yet.
You are a hero, March, just not as a sword master.
Oh, I know you're here for the tea ceremony. Please come inside.
Thanks for the invitation, but right now, I just want to focus on practicing swordplay. Masters, let's save the tea for later.
Sure, the tea can wait for now. However, I have a question, Miss March. How confident are you about the bet you just made?
I don't think March has given it any thought at all.
Come on, how could I possibly lose?
Okay, so you're just overly confident.
You're right. It seems she really hasn't considered anything.
Oof.
I don't see any issue with it. Let March give it a shot. As long as she trains diligently, I believe she can easily deal with that hunk of IPC scrap metal.
I think I could get up on there and, like, maybe just, like, crank its head around, to be honest.
As long as she trains diligently.
I'm now filled with determination, Masters. I'll learn swordplay well and teach that guy a lesson.
I don't think Scott learns lessons.
You're my most trusted friend. You'll be my assistant teacher and make sure I learn swordplay properly.
No, I'm gonna come back in 15 days just to watch the brawl. Do I get paid as an assistant teacher?
Hey, when have I ever treated you poorly?
No, I'm not gonna give an example.
Masters, Miss Teaching Assistant, let's go back and start the training now.
Well, this was a really pointless aside. Hiya!
I'm planning on
Shing.
quitting my job at the Sky.
Shing!
Alright, all the way back. Oh no, a practice dummy? Go to the Palace Master's backyard and help March some of their swordblade training.
That IPC guy will show up in 15 days. I've gotta become a swordmaster by then.
We're really speed running this, huh? When we were told that your training took several weeks, I assumed it was more than 2.
Becoming a swordmaster in a mere 15 days is quite challenging.
But we can't lose our momentum, Master Yunli.
Momentum alone will only keep you going for about 3 days. If you really want to stick with it, you need a solid plan.
Cool. Isn't that your job?
No worries. I found my professional teaching assistant to help me organize the lessons, so there won't be any problems.
Fun fact, what separates a teaching assistant from a professional teaching assistant is a professional teaching assistant is getting paid. How much am I making for this? I'll be sure to arrange lessons for Miss March.
Rest assured, Masters. If not in me, at least place your faith in her, my trusty sidekick.
Wait, when did I get downgraded from teaching assistant to sidekick?
Miss March is really passionate about learning swordplay, and now she has
Oh.
a clear goal in mind. That's a good thing for her. There are many ways to defeat villains, but if you want to become a true hero, you have to focus on self-improvement. I hope you will always remember this, Miss March.
Got it. It's all etched into my memory.
Since you've got that in mind, it's time for me to set some targets for you.
Okay.
Please, go ahead, Master Yunli.
We'll have 3 exams during these 15 days. If you pass our tests, those pieces of IPC scrap won't stand a chance. But if you fail,
Things will be harder.
That would mean Yun Li is a terrible teacher. And if that's the case, I hope you won't force yourself to take on the challenge, Miss March.
hey, you are the terrible teacher here.
It would actually mean you're both terrible teachers, and March is a bad student, and she's gonna get her ass beat by Scott. That's what that means.
I understand. In the Immersia, the disciple and the master share both honor and disgrace. If the apprentice fails, the master loses face too.
True, which is probably why Elder Huayan wants you to do this.
Well, there aren't that many customs on the Xianzhou. I'm just worried about you getting hurt.
There aren't many customs on the Zansho, according to whom?
But as long as you practice diligently and pass the tests, we'll feel confident about your duel. Now, let's go back to the first question I asked you. I'm sure you found a reason to wield your sword, right, Miss March?
Absolutely! I wield my sword to become a hero. I want to fight for justice, punish the wicked, and make them quiver in fear and run away when they see me.
Sure thing, March.
Then keep that fire burning and learn with all your heart.
You haven't said much, Miss Teaching Assistant.
I've said quite a lot,
Any
but my character has
suggestions
not.
Before we officially start training?
Mastery of the sword trumps all. Friends on the road bring twists of fate.
What, twists? Like the ones in those Swordmaster novels? But I wonder what kind of unexpected twists I'll encounter.
Probably sabotaged by Scott. Bump into a lonely ghost. Accidentally consume a divine elixir. Unlock an ingenious enigma. Receive guidance from a sage.
It'd be pretty awesome if that actually happened.
We're gonna run into Ignimar, aren't we?
That's enough chit-chat for now. Don't forget to keep an eye on my swordplay practice.
Okay. Pass the first sword trial. Four days until the sword trial. Saga Primaveral Blade, the swordplay assistant. You'll be arranging Mark 7's swordplay sessions and helping her in mastering the sword moves to prepare her to defeat Scott in 15 days. Miss March is a key. Hang on, don't skip the... I'm trying to read that. Cut the fluff. Let March get hands-on and learn a few sword moves directly. I want to like Yoon Lee. I really do. But she kind of annoys me. Swordplay is the very essence of all sword moves and can unleash immense power in combat. Let's start by setting a tiny goal. Learn the sword move Cutting Cold. Cutting Cold, Sword Art Ascension 5. Learns the sword move Cutting Cold. Has a chance to be triggered at the start of the turn. Unleashes sword chi via Weeping Duskwind, dealing damage to a single enemy target. Okay. Set this swordplay as your learning goal, and you can check the required stats for mastering it here. You can boost your stats by setting up targeted training sessions. Practice exactly what you need to improve. So we need 150 strength in order to learn Cutting Cold. Okay. So, 4 strength training, start sessions. Oh my god, it's an Immersia manga. Cool. Woof. That's the scene from her ultimate. It's me, Woof. You're lying. Plus 9 strength. So we're gonna do this. March, hang in there. Woof. It's only 2 deetings. How much does a deeting weigh? They're like a robot dog. I don't imagine that they're light. Nice work, I'll add 1 more for you. No! Gume leads Wei Fang. Wu Wang leads Tong Yin. Tong Yin leads Daiyou. You keep muttering those words. Do you know what they mean? Absolutely not. 9,996, 9,997, 9,998, 9,999, 10,000. You've only swung it 5 times. You look beat.
That's enough training for today. I need time to absorb everything.
Oh no. We spent a day and we're only like a third of the way, 2/3 of the way there. Training will consume mood. If my mood drops, balancing work. Companion assist. Is a bit disgruntled, which will reduce the efficiency of our next training. So let's go to excursion. Plus 40. City stroll. Alright, let's start that. Back and forth are always practicing crosstalk at the Starskiff Haven dock. You pass by with March 7th and listen to what the two are talking about. I love back and forth. Huh, these two are using the same old jokes to trick the audience again. So the two of you heckled back and forth who are forced to practice their crowd work and improvised quite a bit on the spot. With the combined comedic talent of us two, we are more stage ready. Our comedic duo. Sword art anecdote. Spend a day sword training is always full of interesting stories. The martial challenge has been sent to the Palace of Astrum's rear garden. March 7th, daily sword training has garnered the attention of the Laofu's Folk Swordsmanship Association, self-named. They will dispatch their prize student to challenge the rising martial star on March 7th. The local association has no class at all. Yunli gets March to make the utmost preparations. On the eve of the duel, March 7th decides.
What do you recommend?
Embark on a sword training montage. So we're serious about training. Alright, now we're just doing the rest of our strength training. Okay, we're doing this gag again. One must not lose their vigor. We're doing the deeding lifts again. Hang in there, March. Woof. I just remembered, she can understand dog. She can speak dog. I kind of forgot, March can speak to animals. No. You're holding nothing at all. Woof. Jumps on arm. What was that just now? It's me, Woof. You're lying.
I learned so much today.
We're still
Well done,
not at
me.
150. Got 2 days left, though. So I think we do that same routine again. We'll do an excursion. Get some of that back. And then strength, strength, strength.
If you keep upping the training, I'm gonna start skipping class. I'll fight 10.
Sightseeing, journey through the streets. I'm probably going to edit a lot of this out if we see a lot of the repeat stuff. Ooh! Even at the Star Workshop Avenue, the Starskiff Haven, you walk through the everyday observing the daily scenery. Different perspective brings a strangely familiar feeling. Would you like me to take a picture? Remember to make me look cute. Alright. Gunwei Wizu Wong. Tongan Dayo. He doesn't know what that means. Alright, so we're gonna probably skip a lot of these. I'm not sure how long this VOD will be. It's only 2 deedings. We're getting basically 9 every time. This is 24. I think this should put us past 150. Oh, strength plus 8.
I
What just
learned
happened there?
so much today.
We're up to
Well done,
163.
me.
After improving the training level, training effects will also be improved. I see. So that's what happened there. We reached training level 2 for strength. Increase March 7th attack.
Did I really just
Progress is
learn
incredible.
that?
Already qualified to be a master
I
of
guess
cutting
I am
cold.
pretty awesome after all.
Alright, next goal is to build on this move and learn the next level of swordplay. Totally get it. So we need how much for this? 163, 500 strength and 100 tenacity. And we need sword art ascension, whatever that means. So the next thing down that we need is chilled aroma, strength and tenacity. So we just want to start working on tenacity now. 250 strength, 50 tenacity. So let's do an excursion. Still haven't unlocked the companion assist ability yet. So we'll do strength, strength, tenacity.
Jeez, I'm exhausted. I think today should be a rest day.
just do a full rest, and then just do all tenacity then. This will get something new. Mr. Xing Yan has his own bookstore, yet he always comes to the Starskiff Haven to perform storytelling. He truly loves this craft. Whether it was tales of the sword-wielding heroes or historical epics, March 7th listened with great interest, cheering from time to time. This greatly encouraged Mr. Xing Yan, who, without realizing it, talked until nightfall, his voice growing hoarse. Cannot resist being praised. It's amazing, Mr. Xing Yan. One more! Book a sightseeing Starskiff journey through the streets of Starskiff Haven. Starwatch Avenue, Starskiff Haven you walk through every day observing the daily scenery, different perspective. Wonderful, strange, yet familiar feeling. Okay. Nothing new this time. Give up. You can't beat me. Do you want me to beat you? Maybe you shouldn't talk. Alas, fell on me in the end. The talking, the punching bag dummy thing can die. Ooh, and new antidote. Yanqing extracts Cloud Knight's officer's combat record from the Seat of Divine Foresight. Observing the seasoned Cloud Knight's spontaneous insight is great help to sword practice. Using the butterfly in Merceria, March 7th can feel as if she's personally in the war dance arena. Countless blades brush past from within inches of flesh, truly intense and thrilling. Yanqing asks March 7th what she is feeling.
How should I go about this?
So scary, I'm better off just watching a video next time.
Huh?
I heard from Ken that you've experienced much more interesting things. Alright. And then we do the deeding dog thing. I still think this is my favorite one right here. I'll add one more. No! Alrighty.
Today, you'll face your first test. It's all about the basics.
Oh, I know. It's float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Wow. That's a deep cut, for those who know the reference.
That's
it's-
boxing?
It is boxing, yes.
Close enough, I guess.
Oh, come on, there's gotta be some overlap. Some martial training from boxing must carry over to sword fighting.
Grasping the basics is crucial to mastering swordplay, Miss March. Focus on wielding your sword properly, making your thrusts swift and strikes brisk.
And parries should be fluid and nimble. Got it.
Parries are for show-offs.
See? Even March is getting bored of your rambling.
But I'm actually not bored at all.
Miss March is still a novice, so I'm giving her some tips on the basics to help her better understand them. Neglecting the basics will only make you vulnerable in a fight, even for an extraordinary sword master like you, Yunli.
Just focus on your teaching. Why bring me into this?
Dad, Mom and Dad are fighting again.
What? Didn't General Huoyan offer you any guidance?
Looks like your general hasn't told you to stop hopping around like a sparrow in a fight, huh?
There's nothing wrong with that. Guys, save the seminar for later. Let's focus on the test, Masters.
Miss March has been learning the basics of swordplay, and now it's time to put her knowledge to the test.
Unsheath your swords and show me what you've got, March.
All right.
According to the schedule, there's a test today, right? I'm ready.
Completed by March 7th alone, the entire battle will proceed automatically. No assistance from teammates is allowed. The higher March 7th's Sword Art Ascension ranks, the easier it will be to pass the trial. Successfully completing the trial will enhance the stats and restore her mood. So yeah, so we're Neophyte Study. Nascent Edge Initiation. Start the sword trial.
Not very sportsmanlike. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards.
Do I have it on auto? Oh, I do have it on auto. Auto is stuck on. Oh,
Azure Dragon,
she's doing it herself.
White Tiger, eating less carbs. Watch this!
It just says, it won't let me control her. This is March 7th trial. Teaching assistants should just
That's
watch.
how a true master does it.
Well, she did it. This March, keep practicing, you'll become a true sword master. I don't even get to control her and pick her moves. She's just playing by herself. Yeah, everything went up. Mythos.
Looks like I passed the test, right?
Yeah. Well done. You passed with flying colors.
She did fine.
Great! Hey, hurry up and congratulate me.
You did good, kid. Don't get too penisy. You still have 2 more tests to go.
I couldn't have done it without my masters and you, Miss Teaching Assistant. So if I were to take on that IPC guy now, what would you say are my chances?
1 in 4.
You already have a martial arts background and plenty of real combat experience. With swordplay guidance from me and Yoon Lee, if you were to challenge the IPC's security mechs now, I believe...
You wouldn't stand a chance.
Oh, come on, Yoon Lee. I said 1 in 4.
Yoon Lee's... right.
Maybe even 1 in 3.
No chance? Hey, are you trying to crush my confidence? I'm the kind of girl who performs better when I'm showered with praise, just so you know.
You're doing great, kid.
Wait, are you...
Maybe you'd stand a chance if you used your bow.
You saying my swordplay still isn't good enough?
Yes, I am saying that.
I thought teaching March was just something of a hobby. But now, actually seeing her progress gives me a sense of accomplishment.
Oh, really? So now you finally acknowledge her talent, Master Yoon Lee? Don't worry, Miss March. I've been serious about teaching you from the start.
Don't try to cause a rift between us. Every move and technique I taught March is straight from the Juming art of swordplay.
I wish we actually got to read up on that so I could understand the distinct differences between that and Yanqing's fast and evasive style.
15 days of training is short, Miss March.
Because
Whether
Yoon
you
Lee's style to
pass
me
or
just
fail
looks like
this
huck
test, Hope you'll
iron at
continue
people.
with the basics, because that's your best shot at winning.
Yeet Lee is more like it.
After every test, the General would take me to the Artisanship Commission for sword maintenance. Let's go, Miss March. Today, I'll follow the General's example as a way of acknowledging your progress.
Yeah, those swords are gonna get beat up.
Thank you, Master Yanqing.
Moments later, in the dark corner of the Lafu.
So, have you found any information about her?
That's right. Scott always plays dirty.
Yeah, that girl is one of the nameless on the Astral Express. Oh, she's no pushover. Don't you think this bet's a bit too risky?
Yeah, it is. So what? Have you seen those big shots in the Strategic Investment Department? Do they ever make safe bets?
Do you think Scott works for Aventurine?
She thinks she could fool me by flying under the radar? You there! Get me the most powerful mech we've got!
Understood. Checking the inventory now.
Now I'm curious to see what this 15-day crash course apprentice is really capable of.
I'm glad that we're getting an update with Scott. I love Scott. Scott's a fun character. He's an asshole, but he's our asshole. Alright, because of our level up, we can now do this.
Another new move under my belt. I gotta find time to try it out.
Initiation, culmination. When tenacity gets to 150, that'll be there. So we need to get just strength up by a lot. Still, our goal is here. We don't need an excursion because we're full up. So let's do... Bop, bop, bop. Let's do bop, 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 bop. And actually, let's do, bop, 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 and then we'll finish up with that. This way we have enough, we always keep our resources good. Wang Ling's Tongren. Tongren Ling's Dayo. That one's so silly. Now we get 12 strength per training now. Give up. You can't beat me. Do you want me to beat you? If you shouldn't talk. Alas, it all fell on me in the end. Now we do this again. 5 swings. I love that we're building strength by swinging a sword 5 times. Oh, this one's new. Shing invites you on March 7th to the games parlor to play Celestial Jade. Watch the player after you, keep an eye on the player across from you, and be wary of the player before you. March, you won again? It's also fun playing Celestial Jade.
That's enough training for today. I need time to absorb everything. Wonder what I'll run into today.
Ooh, an escapade. March 7th is frustrated about how to improve her swordplay, but then encountered a familiar figure. Go to the escapade location. Ah, it's Huohuo. Megan Shipman is the new VA for her now, from what I understand. I don't remember who it is that replaced Mr. Tail, though. I just followed Megan Shipman on YouTube because I've been a subscriber of her YouTube channel for a while. Long time no see, Canon Miss March 7th. Long time, still busting ghost streets recently? Oh, hurry up and save the possessed March 7th. Ah, hang in there, Miss March. I'll get a talisman out right now. Don't worry, Ho, I'm not possessed. She's just pulling your leg. It's been a while. What are you doing here? I'm taking a break at Starskiff Haven, just watching the Starskiffs sail one by one. It's really relaxing. Being a Ten Lords Commission judge... I kind of forgot that you were a judge. Must be pretty stressful too, I bet. How many judges are there? It's apparently just a military rank within the Ten Lords Commission. I'm guessing Lord is the highest rank. 2, have you run into something that's been weighing heavily on your mind this March 7th? I've started picking up Zancho swordplay, so there's been some academic stress and some social stress. The IPC busybody. I think I get the gist of it. It's not easy trying to master school swordplay in such a short time. No wonder Miss March 7th is stressed. Oh, I just threw up in my mouth a little. I know some evil warding swordplay, so if you need some help, you know swordplay, Huohuo? Ha! You can't even hold your sword already. You can't even hold your sword steady. Don't think that you're overestimating your skills. Sure, I can't hold it steady, but I'm better than you. You don't even have hands. Oh, Timid Fry's got a sharp tongue. If you were in the war dance ring and I possessed you, you'd have to try really hard to lose that brat to that brat from the seat of divine foresight. Interesting. So Mr. Tail thinks that they can take Yanqing. Master Yanqing is really powerful. Are you sure you aren't blowing smoke, Mr. Tail? Huh, as long as I possess someone of extraordinary caliber and absorb that person's memories and emotions, I can master the exact same technique. Isn't that the fastest way to do it, if you want to learn that brat's swordplay? No. I won't undo the seal. Tisk. Guess your desire to help your friend is only worth, this much, eh? Thank you both for looking out for me, Can. I wonder what you think about this shortcut. Time is tight. It's a good idea to borrow a save file. There are no shortcuts when it comes to learning. Save file, when you put it this way, it does sound like asking to borrow a hardcore player's save file. But once Mr. Tail leaves, I'd still be left empty-handed. You also think it's a bad idea, right, Miss March? Bah! And here I was trying to be nice. Even if you wanted it, I wouldn't help you now. Madame Hanya just sent over a zombie case. Looks like break time's over. We'll talk again, Miss March. A zombie? Zombie case? By the way, is Miss Hanya a zombie? She said that she died. There's like a lot of indicators that say that she died at some point. But unlike Shu Yi, she doesn't have an ingenium body. Catch you later. After giving it some thought, I think there's something to be gleaned from Mr. Tail's suggestion. When I see Huohuo again, I should ask her for advice from both her and Mr. Tail. Is that going to unlock the new feature? Huohuo will provide 2 assist effects every day. Assist effect. During the sword training, March 7th can receive assistance from companions, enhancing efficiency of her training and excursions. Carbon ceramic heart guard increases tenacity training by 50%. Foldable ghost baton. Strength training by 50%. Oh look, the training excursion activities assist effects are highlighted. Okay. We still need 50. And this needs 100. Let's do... Strength, tenacity, strength, and an excursion at the end. All work and no play makes March a dull girl. I want to see what the training dummy has to say, though. Because that might be my new favorite panel right now, is the training dummy. Give up! You can't beat me! Do you want me to beat you? Whoever did the art for these deserves a raise. Ooh, a new anecdote. March 7th has invited Huohuo to patrol the Fixtral Garden together. As they are walking, Huohuo suddenly disappears. March 7th decides to return to the Pavilion of Secession immediately. At least there are spiritfarers there. The quieter the place, the more likely one will hear the strange noises. March 7th perks up her ears intently.
What do you recommend?
This will give acuity. Let's do acuity and mood. March, don't drink that soup. Alright, with the swing a sword 5 times. Alright. Celestial Jade again. This will give us a nice chunk.
That's enough training for today. I need time to absorb everything.
2 days left. Portal Lunumbra Gourd. Increases mood consumption by 200% and efficiency by 400% when training for the first time. And so we go boom. And then boom. And then
All swords and no play makes March a dull girl, you know.
okay, we'll subtract that one then. And more strength training.
I kinda want a milk tea.
Alright, more strength training. What was that just now? Ouch! Ow, ow, ow! But I'm the one being hit. Maybe you shouldn't talk. Alas, it all fell on me on the end. Ooh! The training is improved. Mr. Xinyan had owned... Yeah, we've done this one already. When is our strength training going to go up to level 3, I wonder? Alright, maybe we can speed this up.
I learned so much today. Well done, me.
I don't really feel the need to do the speed up all that often. Oh, there it is, again up to 3.
Wonder what I'll run into today.
Ooh, a new escapade. Gave up on letting the Heliobus absorb emotions in exchange for sword skills. Just then, Huohuo was leaving because of a certain zombie-related case. Ah, Cannabis March 7 too. Huohuo, why do you look so dazed? We found 2 zombies near Fixtural Garden recently. Well, zombie might not be the right word. The victims had no Heliobus traces on them, nor obvious external injuries, but they kept repeating some strange behavior. How interesting. It's March 7th, please don't patronize me. Must be a side effect from being scared silly. Could only mean that it was a cyber zombie. Not everything will suddenly make sense when you just add the word cyber in front of it. Okay, it was a quantum zombie. Is that better now? The person's still alive, so it's not very nice to call them a zombie. Just like when you and Can formed a ghost hunting squad. Let's analyze this together. Next up, let's have the resident expert Huohuo introduce the case. Okay, something might click if we put our brains together. The first victim is a war dance combat registrant. Their muscles were rigid when they were discovered, their arms were stretched out in front of them, and when they were muttering all sorts of exercise rhymes. The second victim was also a war dance combat registrant. He's the former Cloud Knight proficient with the spear. He was discovered practicing pole vaulting with his spear. The victims have something in common. They're both war dance contestants. It appears the culprit is expressly choosing war dance contestants as their targets. March 7th, you're a participant too. So I'll be the next target then? You should give the analysis a rest first and let us finish talking. Besides the fact that they were participants, they also had a similar characteristic. They're both fools who went to Fixtural Garden to poke around after reading a message on the Lafu's ghostly grove. These victims believed that Fixtural Garden's vengeful gloom would temper their skills and decided to train here before a number of matches started. In some attempt to harness the worldly energies absorbed here, people still believe this mumbo-jumbo at this day and age? Finally, those two were shooed home by the Ten Lords Commission Spiritfarer on duty, Uncle Zhu. Started acting funny the following day. Mystery solved. Uncle Zhu is the murderer. He's a member of our staff. I think I've seen a similar story in Xianzhou and Mercia. Does this Uncle Zhu have two disciples and one of them got bitten by a zombie and the other got charmed by a female ghost? Our Uncle Zhu has no disciples. Cut down on your Mercia addiction and touch some grass. God, Tail is such an asshole. But since you want to join the war dance, you must be careful. Don't forget to contact me if anything else happens. Good luck, Huohuo. Hope you catch the culprit. Close the case soon. Goodbye. Uncle Zhu. If that Heliobus targets war dance contenders on purpose, how about we try our luck at the Fictional Garden when we got some time? Might be able to help Huohuo. Midnight Paramonial Hunt is now available as an excursion. Nice. Foldable Ghost Baton, strength training up. Increase the rewards gained from performing Midnight Paranormal Hunt excursion. We still want that. And hey, we're making progress.
Another step closer to star-crazing glass greatsword.
Star-crazing glass greatsword. That's the thing in her character story, I think. Hang on. March 7th sword training notes. I just want to check something real quick. Is it in here? Always wearing a camera. Considered crystal. That's beautiful. Great warriors never use bows. Besides, if I use my ice sword to attack the ice shield, nothing will happen at all. March 7th also worked hard to practice a unique skill called Star Shatter Shard Supreme, but never succeeded. March, judging by the name, should be a greatsword, right? Well, it feels like it may not even be as good as an ice sculpture. Ugh. Alright. Alright.
Jeez, I'm exhausted. I think today should be a rest day.
Alright. Yay, starting from today we can go to Midnight Hunt in Fictional Garden. Let's do another excursion.
Let's do this!
Alright. More strength training, which is boring. Absolutely not. 24! We get 24 strength for doing this now. You introduced March 7th the new Heliobus who calls itself Chess Ghost. It intends to teach March how to play Pathfinder. The Heliobus set up puzzles after puzzles, while March solved puzzle after puzzle. Before long, Chess Ghost fell into a state of depression. Congratulations on your graduation. If only the sword training was this easy. Alright, just fast forward through this. Alright. Sword art anecdote. Before a certain tombstone at Foxham Tune, a heliobus stops Huohuo on March 7th. I have heard that you desire superior swordplay, and I have come forth to impart it to you. This ancient tomb swordplay of mine requires that two people's hearts joined into... Oh, wow.
How should I go
Swords go on.
about this?
It's just a train together. Huohuo hints to March 7th that the heliobus words aren't totally trustworthy. March looks like over to Huohuo. Don't worry, I know how to use two swords at the same time.
Great!
I didn't know Miss March was capable of multitasking. Pavilion of Secession, the Fixed Garden, where you watched the performance of Wedding Wine starring several heliobi. The eerie and terrifying atmosphere was just right, and March 7th was focused on observing heliobi's vocal and physical performance. Without notice, she leaned closely to your side, gently tugging at your sleeve. Huh. If you're scared, you can come closer. You were the one who's scared, you're the one who snuck closer to me.
I learned so much today. Well done, me.
Time for your second test. I'll be your examiner this time.
Why
and
do I have a
I'll
bad
be
feeling
testing
about
your
this?
ability to defeat enemies with unconventional moves.
Okay.
Grandpa always said that everything can be a sword, and that there are endless possibilities for learning swordplay in this vast world. If you want to defeat your opponent, you'll need your own secret move.
Okay.
Speaking of secret moves, I've prepared some flaming potent tea.
What are you gonna do? Splash it in people's faces?
Huh? Is that the flaming potent tea from Arumali?
Wait, I think I remember that from the Iron Melee questline.
You got it. I saw this immersion where the hero drank the flaming potent tea and started stumbling and shaking all over the place. But then he managed to defeat his father's murderer with his drunken swordplay.
Wait, it's alcohol?
Good example. Do you know how to do the drunken swordplay?
No. I figured I could just learn it by drinking flaming potent tea.
What's in it? Fireball?
That's not how it works in real life, Miss March.
You have any other tricks up your sleeve, March?
Absolutely. I've learned a lot from my adventures.
Like?
I've heard you've traveled a lot, Miss March. I'm excited to see how you incorporate your experiences into your swordplay moves.
Alright.
Your opponent this time is similar to the IPC mechs. Unsheath your swords and give it everything you've got.
What are we fighting this time?
According to the schedule, there's a test today, right?
Oh, the Arumatons.
I'm ready. Another step closer to star-crazing glass greatsword.
We don't have enough tenacity for this one yet. Molten Lapis, chance to be triggered at the start of the turn, unleashes a powerful sword pressure miasmic complication dealing damage to a single enemy target. I don't think we're strong enough to pass, to be honest. Because 500 strength is kind of a ways away still. But we give it the old college try.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this!
Watch this awesome move.
Awesome! Now watch this!
Doing 26k, that's pretty good. My Genie Wand barely does 26k. Ooh, effect res.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this!
Well, that was easy. Oh, maybe not easy. We need to go below half health. Your skills are quite good. Come practice with me as well. Oh, is that the new Yoon Lee emojis? I haven't looked. I forget to look at the new stickers whenever they add new characters.
Those moves were pretty unconventional, but the way you've blended them into your swordplay was impressive. It's like you've developed your own unique style, Miss March.
Yep.
So, I thought you were just wasting your time traveling around with Yun Li's encouragement, but it seems like it's paid off.
Well, well. Looks like someone's finally seeing sense.
All right, what do you think? What are the odds of her being able to beat the IPC mechs now? I put them at 66%.
Thank you both for your guidance. So, did I pass the test?
Without a doubt. You aced it.
Awesome! Hey, Miss Teaching Assistant. Isn't it about time you showered me with praise?
Yeah, congratulations.
I won't be modest this time. My skills have improved by leaps and bounds.
True. Even I struggle to fight those Arumatons. You're kind of demolishing them.
General Jing Yuan once told me that everyone has the potential to be my master. Not just Cloud Knight instructors, but also artists and outsiders. Actually, I was once convinced by Guinaifen into swallowing a sword. That's definitely not something you learn from regular practice.
So, what do you think your odds are, March?
Why are we asking her?
Around 30 or 40%?
Darn, I have more confidence in March than she does. You don't seem as confident as last time. What's up?
Well, I've gained a deeper understanding of swordplay, and I'm more aware of my own strengths now. By the way, in those Immersia stories, the sword masters always hide their true strength before a decisive battle.
Oh, so you're saying you weren't trying? Yep, those who boast that they win usually end up losing. So you just randomly throw out a number for your odds?
Oh, you got me.
Aha! I'm smart.
From the test, I can tell that you still need some time to master your swordplay. But you did pretty well. Milk tea is on me today.
Oh yeah!
Yeah!
In the dark corner of the Lafu, Scott!
Report on the nameless girl's sword training is complete. What should I do now, Specialist Scott?
Huh? Are you being sarcastic or something?
I mean, don't I have other important tasks to do? It feels like a bit of a waste of time to keep tabs on some random girl's swordplay training.
How dare you talk to Scott like that?
A waste of time? No! This is about safeguarding the reputation of the IPC and the honor of the Ember Lord.
Scott knows what he's talking about.
Are you saying that March 7th can actually take down an Arumaton from the Artisanship Commission with a sword? Come on, an Arumaton is no match for our state-of-the-art mechs.
True, I agree with that. But it's why her progress is concerning.
Go and strengthen our mechs even further. I refuse to believe that little sliver of metal can actually challenge our cutting-edge technology.
But the armor's already pretty thick.
No, it's not enough. Reinforce it more. If I lose face, it's like losing face for the IPC and the Ember Lord. Can we afford to let that happen?
Understood.
Yeah, we gotta make sure Scott saves face. Wait, why am I on Scott's side? 4 days till the next test. So we're approaching day 12, basically, at this point. And then we'll have 3 days at the end to prepare for Scott. Electro Lasso. Increases dexterity training. Cyber Compass. Increases the rewards gained for performing Midnight Paranormal Hunt. What's the new thing we need? Oh, they want us to do this?
Did I really just learn that? I guess I am pretty awesome after all.
Oh, we're almost about to get some acuity. Alright, what do we got here? Hey-ya! Ha! Master, I've done it. Don't even try to fool me with the skewers you just bought. I got found out. Come on, come on, don't miss out. The gong sound shows abound. Today's showstopper. Wait, I've never heard of this. Who knew there was a way to train like this? This slab away from me, I quit. I really love how adorable these comics are, and strength training has been boosted again. March 7th has invited Huohuo to patrol the Fictional Garden together. While on patrol, they somehow stumble into a strange area. Was there such a place in the Fictional Garden? Huohuo is somewhat suspicious. Maybe March 7th has a way to leave this place.
How should I go about this?
Think about it rationally and walk along the wall to the right. Hey, that's my method. Rely on your instinct. Trust your gut and pick. No, the wall method works. This doesn't look like a simple maze.
That's enough training for today. I need time to absorb everything. Wonder what I'll run into today.
Oh, we're gonna continue this little side plot with Huohuo. Going all the way to Fictional Garden. Focus especially into more task contestants as expected encountered undesired guest. Whoa, this is amazing. You got the spiritual light gushing out of your crown. To have the physique of a martial prodigy at such a young age. You're a martial genius who only appears once in a century. Careful, it's that escaped Heliobus. You should stop lavishing your praises on March 7th. She might actually believe you. What do you mean? I'm a born martial genius. As long as you let me attach onto you, your core meridians will be instantly activated, allowing you to attain a century's worth of effort in no time. Victory at the war dance will be a cakewalk. Heh. Trying to appeal to my competitive spirit? No can do. Stop cowering in the shadows and show yourself. Fine, you got me. Honestly, though, I'm a master martial artist across all schools. Just let me touch your head and I'll be able to impart all my skills onto you in the blink of an eye. At what price? I don't suppose it's becoming a zombie and sputtering gibberish, is it? Forget it. I'm not learning any of that. You don't want to? I'm afraid that's not up to you. I give my lessons free of charge, and you have no choice but to learn them. All March 7th can see before her is darkness, countless martial arts, a myriad of unarmed styles, all surging into her mind. Unfortunately, though, not a single move is related to swordplay. Fear not, Miss March, here I come. I was almost too late. Thank goodness you were here, Huohuo. Has that overly enthusiastic Heliobus been subdued? Yes, I subdued the vagrant Heliobus with the Luna Umbra Gourd. Suddenly I can't move my arms and legs. I'll apply a talisman to you. You need to have a good rest. Sometime later. I think I've gotten to the bottom of the zombie mystery. This Heliobus preyed on the competitive will of the contenders to channel all its martial mantras into their minds. How to raise your arms and legs, how to move your body, infinite information surging into your mind non-stop. Pity we're not like Heliobi. Such a massive magnitude of information will only overload our minds and render us immobile. Body can't keep up with the mind. The path of learning is in a one-way street. While it was just a short time, I feel like I could see everything, hear everything, but I couldn't do a single thing. So this is what it means to have the body not keep up with the mind? Now that you've recovered, I should be getting back to the Seal of the Heliobus. We'll meet again. Goodbye, Huohuo. Scuttle off, little one. Isn't she like 30 or 60? I forget how old she is. I was thinking about spending some time with Huohuo today, but she got stuff to do. Let's chat again next time. It's draining being possessed by a Heliobus. Let's go grab something tasty to eat. We're rapidly approaching the duel with Scott. Pentageist Protection Talisman. Alright. Excursion. Training. What do we need? Oh, we can get this one.
Another new move under my belt. I gotta find time to try it out.
2 days left. Fox Ear Talisman. Each action additionally increases strength and tenacity by 9 when performed the first time. Let's do that. We hit the 500 mark.
Another new move under my belt.
Petals Adrift.
I gotta
The
find
cutting
time to
cool
try
move
it out.
unleashes more sword chi. Some of these, since we need to work on these. March 7th has been invited by several Spiritfarers to play a spirit summoning game. Ten Lords Commission staff summoning is nothing but a game of superstition that tests the tenacity of the physical. But after March 7th asks how she can improve the sword skills, Spiritfarers slyly begin to nudge the planchette ever so slightly. March 7th decides to obtain the answer to what she wants.
What do you recommend?
The strength to move mountains. I am stronger than you. Employ a tactical wile and use force while Spiritfarers aren't paying attention. Signal to Tail to sneakily possess her and pretend to be a spirit.
Huh?
An evil expression, you have been possessed by a spirit. Broken Path, Fictional Garden. Fate singing seems to drift into your ears. Have we seen this one yet? March 7 couldn't help but shiver, quickening the pace. The yet mournful singing persisted, haunting your every step. In panic, you had aimlessly and hurriedly stumbled upon a Spiritfarer. Drats. Is that the music player on my phone? What do you usually listen to? This is one of the Dex ones. You are March 7th. This is the 4th level of your dream. Who am I? Where am I? Oh no, I can't open my eyelids. Wow, the 5th level of your dream. This one again is fun. Do you want me to beat you? I love the target dummy.
That's enough training for today. I need time to absorb everything. Wonder what I'll run into today.
Another escapade. Paralyzed Heliobuzz like to teach people. Thankfully, Huohuo arrived to save her. The Ten Lords Commission has sealed away the Heliobuzz that was always eager to act as a tutor. It won't be harming anyone anymore. The war dance participants who fell to the antics are also slowly recovering their senses. It's all thanks to you, Can, that this mini Heliobi wars has been quelled. Thanks to you too, Huohuo. No wonder you're a Ten Lords Commission judge. You had something you wished to say last time. It was about when Mr. Tails said that the memories of swordplay practice would be channeled into me. I have to admit that I was the teeniest bit tempted, just a teeny bit. My idea is pretty decent, eh? I wanted to have Mr. Tail help me out then, to at least learn a move or two, but I was too embarrassed to admit it. No one can withstand the temptation of a shortcut. You also rejected industrial learning. Luckily, Huohuo was too busy to let you have your way. It's not really true. I mean, I still resisted it in the end. If I hadn't run into that Heliobus, I wouldn't have understood the sheer distance between my knowledge and the mastery of swordplay. It's not a shortcut to learning swordplay at all. Okay. There we go. Just take my socks off. I gotta get into relaxation mode. I very much agree with Miss March on this one. Though I've heard a much milder and safer method that the Garden's messengers have that can shove non-existent swordplay memories into your mind. In that case, would you still refuse? I might still have to decline. I think I have to put my own thought into it and experience it myself. Eventually turn into Master Yanqing's sword and Master Yunli's sword into March 7th's sword. Make a good point there, girly. If my journey was nothing more than a copy-paste process, I'd never be able to surpass the two masters. Sounds like you've had quite the epiphany. There is a shortcut to learning, but it's not here. That's right. There are many ways to increase learning efficiency. I'm super smart. I've got a block of free time after attending to this matter. If you need help taking on Scott, come see me anytime. Mr. Tail and I will definitely help you out. Thanks you, Huohuo and Mr. Tail. Guaranteed to provide rare assist effects. Who knew there was a way to train this? Fun fact, actually, the Smashing Stone on Chest is actually one of Gonaifen's Eidolon names, for those who didn't know. Focus on your breathing. What exactly is breathing supposed to be? Do I not know how to breathe? Looks like March isn't great at meditation. Meditation is such a profound art.
Before we start the test, there's something I need to tell you, Miss March. I've received a challenge letter from Scott.
Okay.
He's made thorough preparations, contacting the Realm Keeping Commission, and getting approval for a martial arts exchange event. He even chose Arumali as the venue. Seems like he has some connections there. However, according to the rules, the person receiving the challenge letter has the right to decline the challenge.
Declining would be like admitting defeat. Of course I'll accept it.
But before that, you need to pass the final test, the graduation exam.
Alrighty. You're graduating already, March? Is it that you don't want to teach her anymore, Master Yanqing?
No way. Master Yanqing has been great to me.
Well, it's not really graduation. It's just that the opponent for this exam is your master, Yanqing.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
When General Jing Yuan was teaching me swordplay,
He's my least favorite boss to
personally
fight.
spar with me during crucial moments to assess my skills.
After all, the master should be the one who is most aware of their students' strengths and weaknesses.
Why aren't we fighting you? Is it because you don't have a boss fight like Yanqing does?
But, Master Yanqing, facing you in a duel, do I really stand a chance?
How will we ever find out if you don't even try? Are you only scared because I'm your opponent, Miss March?
Unsheath your swords and get ready, Miss March. The duel starts now.
Alright.
The final test. I'm a little nervous. Come
Strict
on,
Master
March 7th.
Yanqing.
You got this.
It doesn't say Yanqing, it's Strict Master, so it's a different version of the fight, I guess. Hopefully he doesn't have 3 health bars.
But did I really just learn that? I guess I am pretty awesome after all.
Let's get some more health. And we can get this one too. All right. Gaze into Gnosis. I think we're pretty tough. I think we're ahead of the curve right now. I think we can take them. Look at that. We have the bigger fireball. We should win, right? No, he gets a wave before him.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this!
Sword, heed me.
All right.
Awesome! Shing! Azure Dragon,
I love that
White
she goes
Tiger,
shing.
less carbs. Watch this!
You're all in on it.
Yeah!
You gotta start hitting his swords, March.
I'm just warming up.
Oh, he only has the 1 health bar, I just
Azure
realized.
Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this! Not very sportsmanlike.
Failed.
There we go. That was easy. Feel great right now. I want to take on 10 opponents. Please don't jinx it, Marks. I don't want 10 opponents on screen, although that would make pure fiction crazy. They want to buff the AoE units. That's all they gotta do.
You've made it this far, Miss March. You've passed the exam.
Oh!
Congratulations.
Ha! I told you compliments make me better.
With your swordplay skills, you can effortlessly take down IPC Max, March.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident too.
But looking back, haven't you learned something more important than just swordplay?
Yeah, I've not only learned swordplay from masters, but I've also met a bunch of people and gained a lot of insights from my experiences.
Have we, though?
Those experiences will nourish your sword skills. It's just like Master Yunli said. Everything can be a sword. And there are endless possibilities for learning swordplay in the
I
vast
am
world.
the bone of my sword.
That actually makes sense. Now, I'd love to hear your suggestions
Well, what just
on
happened
how to
there?
defeat Scott.
Defeat him fair and square with your sword. Maybe there's another method we can use.
Yeah, I'll show Scott the power of the Xianzhou swordplay that he despises.
I remember Yan Qing once said, there are many ways to defeat villains. But if you want to become a true hero, you have to focus on self-improvement. Do you feel any closer to becoming the great
Right.
hero
It's only
you've
been
always
12
dreamed
days.
of?
We have 3 fights before the day with Scott. Fight with Scott.
Yes, absolutely. The great hero within me is definitely up to the task.
Go to Arm Alley and engage in the promised duel. Okay. Off to fight the duel, I guess. Let's grab the limited time rewards real quick. Oh. I need these. Those will help me get more Firefly traces. Undergo 60 total sword trainings. 90? Yeah. March 7th, Dex reaches 500. Alright. There's 18 events, huh? What's the fastest way to Aurum Alley? Alright. We're doing our duel at the dock. Time to make Scott squeal. Ooh, I love the alliteration of that. Scott squeals.
Dumplings and steamed buns.
Well, well. It isn't our hero, March 7th.
I'm not hiding or backing down. You challenged me, and I'm here to accept it. But I'm curious, why pick Aurum Alley of all places? It's packed with tourists around, and it'd be bad if someone got hurt.
Why Alroom Alley? Well, your buddy knows the answer to that.
Ah, I see. This is the... Because you took a crit... Well, this is the place you lost a bet and barked like a dog after all.
I can't deny it. That fateful day left a mark on me. That's why I chose this place. I want to show all those people who laughed at me that I can stand on my own 2 feet again. They'll be like, what? That Scott is back again? What's he got up to this time?
I don't think that's what you want people to be thinking.
They'll see that I, Scott, who was once shamed in front of everyone, is back in Our Room Alley to restore his honor.
Did you have honor to begin with?
They'll see that it won't be me squealing like a pig today, but you!
Seems petty, don't you think? Are you even seeking revenge on the right person?
Right person? No. I want to enact revenge on the entirety of Our Room Alley.
But how does this do that?
But then, wait, where does bullying the owner of the Sleepless Earl fit in with all of this?
Ah! Shut up!
He's clouded by rage. Just let him vent.
Look, I have my principles. I refuse to spend my life haunted by what happened in Our Room Alley. Do you think I'm just some sort of IPC small fry?
To be actually fair, I don't think he's an IPC small fry. I think he's actually pretty high up the ladder. I think the only people that would be above him are, like, people, like, in the Intelligentsia Guild and, like, maybe, like, the Stonehearts. He is a specialist. That's, like, gotta be at least 2 levels up the totem pole, right?
I've been patient for so long, just waiting for the right moment. I don't care about proving my greatness. It's about showing everyone in Our Room Alley that I will reclaim what was taken from me!
The disinterested look on March's face says it all. Spare me the lecture, you're not getting back what you lost. You should reclaim your dignity in a more respectable way.
No, you won't.
I've been keeping an eye on you. Seriously, do you really believe that you, a rookie who's only been learning swordplay for 15 days, can defeat my invincible mechs? Dream on! Enough with the talk. Let's get down to business, boys.
Let's get down to business to defeat Scott's mechs.
Once you bite the dust, you'll know what I'm capable of.
Alright. I'm surprised Scott hasn't really been cheating. Oh, that thing's not taking damage.
Not very sportsmanlike. Yeah.
Alright. I think March can handle this.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this.
Alright. At least she's able to heal. Ooh, the performance point combo.
Not very sportsmanlike. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this.
Oh, there's a second wave. Oh my, that chunked it. March is winning so fast that I don't really have the ability to commentate on this all that well. Molten Lapis. This is over.
White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this.
Time to squeal, Scott.
Ah! You pathetic losers! How did you all lose to that rookie?
Hey, stop blaming others. Didn't you lose to me too?
So, does that mean I have to? No way! This can't be happening! How could a tiny piece of scrap metal defeat the IPC's mechs? You guys must have cheated! This doesn't count! I demand a rematch!
Scrap metal, huh? The key to victory is never the weapon. It's the person wielding it!
Again, I am still offering Huohuo. I would gladly be Scott's apprentice and become a mech pilot. I'm just putting that out there. I still leave that offer on the table. It's yours. Let's not forget about our bet. Everyone in our valley is watching. I actually respect that you're willing to honor the bet.
I'll respect you too. If you keep your word.
Wow, that's a lot coming from March.
Enough! Fine. I've done this before anyway. I apologize. I want to apologize to the owner of the Sleepless Earl. It's my fault.
I love
for
Scott.
causing trouble.
Scott's great.
Seen on purpose.
I will become Scott's disciple. Hear my words. What about the squealing pig part? Stay silent, hinting at him.
Hey, remember what you said? What about squealing like a pig?
Oh, the dock worker even brought it up.
Make him squeal! Make him squeal!
Oh my god, the crowd.
Hold on a sec. I want to get this on video.
Oh god, we have March here this time.
It's happening all over again. All right, but before I squeal like a pig, there's something else I want to say. IPC mechs are a total joke. Oink! Oink, oink. Oink.
There we go. Let's just get a screen cap of that in case I want to put it in the thumbnail. Thanks, Scott. You're a gem. You're one in a million. Let me just put that file away for later. Editor me is going to have a lot of files to sift through.
Oink, oink. Oink.
Scott leaves the dock with his head hanging low. This brief interlude has concluded, yet March 7th's pursuit of the art of swordplay shall continue. Sword training gains. To have attained such achievements, I am truly the Astral Express's sword champion. Complete endings. The Way of Primaveral Blade Swordspar. March 7th, squaring up sword fight using the martial arts she learned. Way of the Primaveral Swordspar. Alright. This is just one. There's like 4 more of these. Well, on that note, I guess, we'll probably end the stream here. Complete endings, 3, 5. There's 5 endings. We've done 1 ending at this point. There we go. What does your Eidolon 1 do, anyway? My sword stirs starlight. When Shifu is on the field, increase March 7th speed by 10%.
Finally! Some recognition for training my butt off.
Alright. So there are 5 endings total. And it took us about 2 hours to get the first ending. So we'll probably do the other endings in other streams. I'll see you all on Thursday for that. As for when this goes up on the YouTube channel, I don't really know. Maybe I'll try to get it up by Thursday. Probably not. I'm still working on uploading the part 2 of the Pristine Duel Under Blue. But I do appreciate everyone who stopped by. If not, if you're watching this on YouTube, look forward to more parts in the future. This is probably going to be coming out throughout the month of August. And we do try to keep bi-weekly updates. If you'd like to see more bonus streams like we did on Sunday, best way to do that would be, like we did on Monday, not Sunday. Best way to stay informed is to join the Discord. Links to which are on the About page here on Twitch, or in the description of any of the YouTube videos. Ta-ta for now. See you all next time.